Explaining the twisted childhood universe, characters because y'all need lore. Phase 1 though. William Billy Robin, Pooh. Billy the best bear in the whole world. He's related to Christopher Robin twin brother, Alan Robin deceased, Daphne Robin also deceased, Helen Bunny Robin younger sister. He's a crossbreed and was friends with Christopher Robin, formerly. He's the leader of the crossbreeds, done mass murderer, terrorist serial torturer. Date of birth is 1998. Place of birth is in Ashdown, England. Date of death, November 28, 2020 for temporary. Place of death 100 Acre Wood temporary. Weapons he used knife, machete, bear trap, flaming chainsaw, and bat. His species was a human before he turned into a human-bear crossbreed. He is male. Eye color is green or brownish. Portrayed by Craig David Dowsett in the first film, then Ryan Olivia in the second film. Now he is played by George Drogo. In the third film, Eddie Mackenzie voiced him in Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2. Peter de Souza Faghani was young Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2. Then Jude Gore, young Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3. He appears in Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey franchise. He'll be in Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble. His debut was in Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. This is gonna only be about the real Winnie the Pooh, not the fictional one of the first movie. Oh, bother. Winnie the Pooh, or known as Pooh for short, formerly William Billy Robin. He is a violent human-bear crossbreed and the titular main antagonist of the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey film series, which is part of the Twisted Childhood universe. His early life, Winnie the Pooh was originally a human boy named William Billy Robin. He was born in 1998 in Ashdown, England, where he lived with his parents Alan and Daphne Robin, along with his twin brother Christopher Robin and his younger sister, Helen Robin. Being born a few years later, when he was young, he once owned a small yellow stuffed bear. His disappearance and experimentation. One day, while celebrating his and Christopher's birthday party at the Robin household, Christopher and Billy ran off to play in the 100 Acre Woods. While playing out, Billy was kidnapped along with some of his and Christopher's friends by a janitor named Cavendish, with Christopher witnessing Billy's kidnapping. Shortly after being taken, he was taken to a mad scientist named Dr. Arthur Gallup, who subjected Billy and the other children to horrific experiments. During these experiments, Billy's DNA was gene-spliced with bear DNA, so he transformed into a yellow human-bear crossbreed similar to his stuffed bear. Billy supposedly died during this experiment, with his body being buried in the 100 Acre Woods. However, Billy ended up reviving back to life and crawled out of the ground. After being revived, he retained no memories of his real name or the Robin family. Eventually, he took the name of Winnie the Pooh. Start of Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. Shortly after being revived, Pooh met up with other crossbreeds named Rabbit, Owl, Eeyore, and Piglet, who were also subjected to Gallup's experiments. Pooh would eventually act as the leader of the crossbreeds, alongside Owl. Sometime later, the crossbreeds would be discovered by Christopher Robin, who he did not recognize due to his amnesia. Christopher ignored any dangers that Pooh and the other crossbreeds posed, and befriended them. Every time Christopher would visit, he would always bring food for Pooh and his friends. However, due to Christopher Robin's naivety, he blocked out Pooh's more feral and wicked attributes, such as eating raw meat, and believed that Pooh was a kind and silly bear. Pooh and Christopher would grow to have a special bond with each other, similar to the one they had in Pooh's previous life. Becoming feral, a few years passed and Christopher made the difficult decision to leave Ashdown to study medicine at college, leaving Pooh and the other crossbreeds to fend for themselves. Sometime after Christopher left, a harsh winter befell on 100 Acre Woods, making it hard for the crossbreeds to find food. Due to increased starvation, Pooh's animalistic instincts kicked in. Alongside Piglet, Rabbit, all made the hard decision and devoured Eeyore alive. What they had done severely traumatized the group. As a result, Pooh and the other crossbreeds would blame Christopher for abandoning them and for what they did. To Eeyore and would develop an intense hatred for him and humanity in general. They then made a pact to abandon any form of humanity within them and to never speak again. The 100-Acre Massacre. 5 years after he left, Christopher Robin would return to the 100-Acre Woods with his fiancée Mary with the intention her to Pooh and the other crossbreeds. They are later ambushed by Pooh and Piglet, who murder Mary by strangling her to death and take the latter hostage. Over a period of days, Pooh subjected Christopher to a horrific torture, such as showering him in Mary blood and whipping him with Eeyore's tail as revenge for Christopher leaving them to starve. Then, one night, he and Piglet found a cabin rented by several university girls and attacked Zoe and Lara. He then helped Piglet to kill Charlene and Alice, and ended up killing the others, sparing Christopher and showing some sadness to Maria. Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey to the Truth. Upon Christopher exposing the existence of the crossbreeds, Pooh and Piglet's home was burnt down by the few who believed his story, and the two of them fled to Owl's lair. Pooh was blamed by his friends for forgiving Christopher. He and Owl killed the girls in the caravan, and later, the hunters ambushed them. Upon Piglet's death, Pooh and Owl held a minute of silence before agreeing to go to the city. Pooh attacked Lexi and killed his parents, leaving Bunny or Helen alone. Alongside Tigger, they left everyone dead in the rave party and confronted Christopher in the forest.